This is the CASIO CTK-700. This is my second ever keyboard. Let's turn it on. The CTK-700 is a 61 key electronic keyboard that was released in the early 2000s by CASIO. It features a 100 song bank, as well as 100 tones and 100 rhythms. It features a voice set. The maximum polyphony is 12. However, on some tones, it uses the 6-note polyphony. The keyboard can be transposed and tuned. The transpose can be set using the number pad, however only on the positive side. The transpose can go from -6 to 5. The keyboard can be tuned. The minimum is -50 and the maximum is 50 steps. The tune can also be set using the number pad, but only on the positive side. This keyboard has 3 different modes: normal, CASIO chord, and fingered. With CASIO chord, you can play major, minor, 7th, or minor 7th chords with 1, 2, 3, or 4 keys pressed. And the lowest key is the bass root. With fingered, you can play chords the standard way. You can play 15 different types of chords. However, not all chords are possible on this keyboard due to a accompaniment limit of 18 notes. This keyboard features Chord Book, which can allow you to learn different types of chords. You can select different types of chords using a number pad. Pressing one of the keys in the accompaniment will change the bass root. However, it will still keep the chord type. Pressing 0 will clear. The tempo can be set. Holding one of the tempo buttons will scroll the tempo. You cannot set the tempo using the number pad. Pressing both the tempo buttons will set the tempo back to default. The tempo range can go with the minimum 20 and maximum 255 beats per minute. This keyboard features a song bank, which you can enter by pressing the song bank button. And you can choose any of the 100 songs. Pressing the play button will begin the playback. You can also use the start or stop button on the rhythm controller. The song can be paused at any time, and it can also be rewinded or fast forwarded. You will hear a beat to indicate that you're going to the next measure or the previous measure when you're rewinding. Pressing the left or right hand buttons will toggle them on or off. When the right hand is turned off, you can play along with the notes. Once you complete it, an applause will sound at the end. When the left hand is turned off, the accompaniment keyboard enables. However, you cannot invert chords on this keyboard. This keyboard offers 81 accompaniment tunes and 19 two-handed tunes. You can turn the accompaniment off. You can also raise the accompaniment volume. The tone for any tune can be changed. For the two-handed tunes, it only uses one channel, and the maximum number of notes can depend on the polyphony of the notes. The tempo changes in the two-handed tunes. However, setting the tempo will not change it again until you set it back to the default. Pressing rhythm while in songbank mode will exit the songbank mode. Pressing play or pause on the songbank controller while in normal mode will play all the songs in order. The tempo and the tone can be set. Other settings are enabled as well. The keyboard powers off after 6 minutes of inactivity when it's on battery. Auto power off can be disabled by pressing and holding tone while turning on the keyboard. If you're using the AC adapter, auto power off is disabled by default. The volume control affects the quality of the tones. Some tones are louder than others on a lower volume. The keyboard can be muted, and the volume can go up to a maximum of 9. This keyboard features a microphone port, which can connect a compatible microphone into the keyboard for singing along, and the microphone volume can be adjusted. The keyboard can be powered using a 9V power supply or 6 AA batteries. You can also hook your keyboard up to direct line in, and you can also connect a sustain pedal into it. The keyboard is also MIDI compatible. The Diagnostics test mode on a CTK-700 can be entered by pressing and holding 0 and start button while turning on the keyboard. The LCD will display test. The mode switch can be tested by moving up the power slider. Normal is in songbank mode, CASIO chord is in rhythm, fingered is in tone. Pressing tone will test the LCD. Press tone to light up all the segments. Press tone on 10 to turn them off. Pressing tone twice will toggle even and odd segments. The sustain pedal test can be done by plugging the sustain pedal into the keyboard. Press rhythm, and then press the sustain pedal. It will say on. Releasing it will say off. The AC adapter detection test can be done by pressing songbank. P equals battery sign indicates that you're running this keyboard on battery. Button check can be done by pressing 0, and the following buttons must be pressed in order. Once that's done, you should get the OK sign. The ROM test can be done by pressing 2. You should get the OK sign. Pressing 1 will check the ROM version. This keyboard is ROM version 1.00. However, there is no room for the decimal points on the 8-character display, so it looks like 100. Pressing 4 will play a tone at a minimum volume. Pressing 5 will play a tone at a medium volume. Pressing 6 will play a tone at a maximum volume. Pressing 7 will test the left speaker and 8 will test the right speaker. However, pressing both of those buttons will test both speakers. The power off function can be done by pressing stop on the songbank controller, and the keyboard should turn off. Pressing fast forward will take you to the main screen. If you have any questions about the CTK-700, feel free to write them down in the comments. In the meantime, check out the issues the CTK-700 has.